Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. So glad to be back with you guys on Hump Day. It is Wednesday. It is the second Wednesday of 2022, and we have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. I guess you could say tonight's show is all about girl power, Black girl magic. We have two amazing guests that will be joining us this evening to talk about a plethora of things. One of our guests will be talking to us in honor of January being National CBD Month. She'll talk about her personal journey of why she went into the cannabis business and some of the benefits of CBD products. And then our second guest tonight is the one and only Chef Takana Young. She's been here with us before. She is known for her Takana's Kitchen, which is all healthy, just wonderful meals, as well as meal prepping. And tonight she's going to talk to us about some of the things that are in your cabinet right now that you're using every day, that there is a more healthier version of it, i.e. salt. Everybody's used to the salt in the box with the little girl with the umbrella, but that may not be the best salt for us to use. And speaking of salt, if she does not hurry up and get a cuddle buddy soon, she is going to be like Medusa in that commercial and turn everybody into a pillar of salt. So we on a campaign to help her find a cuddle buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Kay Renee of Parents Nuggets of Knowledge. Don't turn me into a pillar of salt, boo. Don't turn me into a pillar of salt.
I could never turn you into a pillar of salt, Chat Daddy. Good evening to you. Good evening to our listening audience. It is, even though it's not cold, you know how Chicago weather is. It can be 90 degrees one minute and 20 below the next. So,
yes,
good evening to everyone.
Good evening. Hello, Janet. Good to have you here tonight. Hello, Wamelda.
Hi,
Good
Wamelda.
to have both of you. We appreciate you. Janet wrote a beautiful testimony about this show on social media a couple of days ago, and I really do appreciate her for that. And of course, we all know Wamelda is a huge fan of the show, and we appreciate her. So, boy, we got a lot to talk about today, Kay Renee. It's our Friday, but better yet, we got just so many things to cover. Before we even get into the COVID situation, which is always the cluster, you know what, is there any particular thing you want to bring up first in the show tonight?
You know, I want to mention this transition that literally just was on the air. It was announced in the evening news media. Ronnie Spector, who, if you're a certain age, let me see if I can sing it. Be my baby, be my little darling. Da, 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 da. That was Ronnie Spector, and her group was the Ronettes. And unfortunately, she passed away after a brief battle with cancer at the age of 78. She looked, her sister and her cousin who comprised of the group of Ronettes, they were looking good with them beehive hairdos. And, you know, I didn't even know that she was married to Phil Spector, who just recently passed away in prison last year. So I was just like, this is Ronnie Spector? Oh my goodness. So, you know, an icon in the 60s. Their group actually opened for the Rolling Stones, and they reversed it, and the Rolling Stones opened for them. So, you know, for the Rolling Stones to open for them, they were huge.
That's right. That's right. A traumatic loss in the not even just R&B music, but music of that era. Because back then, you know, hits were made by both black and whites, and they were played on, you know, the mainstream stations. So yes, a tremendous loss. If I'm not mistaken, dead at the age of 78. Correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, boy. All right. Well, as you guys all know, we are a health and wellness show. And each and every evening, we talk about the latest COVID-19 update numbers. It seems as if, you know, this new variant, Omicron, I guess I'm saying that right. Let me tell you the funniest thing. This past weekend, they had singer Omarion on television talking about he was not the virus. I said, Lord, what people won't do for attention. He comes to my, don't run away from me. You can hug me. If I sing for you, you will not get a virus, all of that. He got his little 5 minutes of fame on morning national news, but it was a story Sunday saying that he was not a virus. So yes, it's not Omarion, the singer, it's Omicron.
Right. That's
so, right. Everyone from Governor J.B. Pritzker today, the governor of Illinois, delivering a COVID-19 update to the mayor of the city of Chicago, announcing that she tested positive yesterday, to city schools returning back in classroom today, and they're actually going to be giving the kids the updated mask. Well, let me give you guys the latest numbers. Illinois public health officials reported 34,573 new COVID-19 cases. And unfortunately, we had 144 additional fatalities as of Wednesday, as hospitalizations across the state have reached a record high. The state of Illinois reported more than 28,000 new cases yesterday, with nearly 350,000 tests performed in one day, just trying to check people for the Omicron variant. According to Illinois Public Health Department, a total of 28,110 new cases were reported, and that's that new number I gave you. So it's just crazy. Now we are averaging about 32,000 cases a day. And again, as I told you, that is a record high. We have 7,353 people who are currently hospitalized with COVID-19. Of those, 1,152 are in intensive care. And so it still is crazy. So we're looking for a peak, I guess, right now. And I don't know if the peak is coming. I told you, Dr. King weekend, things are going to be crazy. And I have a feeling we're not going to peak from this. And I'm saying it now because I know people often say we prophesize on this show. I am saying it right now. The end of January is when we'll see a peak in this virus.
From your lips truly to God's ears. And I'm hoping, and then to piggy along with what you just talked about, the White House had made the announcement today. They vowed, the Biden administration had said they would distribute 5 million rapid tests and 5 million PCR tests on a monthly basis. So if they can start doing this now, I think that's going to help, hopefully help that goal in peaking by the end of January. But, you know, there's still, as we talked about last night, people are just in lines trying to get tested with the weather. You can't stay outside long to wait to get tested. So this will be a great relief if they can distribute these tests like very soon, not like as early as tomorrow. But you know, but they're doing this to test kids so they can return back to in-person learning.
Right. Which is, to me, so important right now, that our children are able to get that in-person learning, are able to be involved in interaction. You know, we were just saying yesterday that children need the interaction of other children. They need that, you know, attention to teacher to child, discipline, you know, attention, all of that is really important for these young people.
I agree. And it's just, you know, it's just really sad that these cases continue to rise. You know, I don't know if you heard the news report that Governor Pritzker is asking for national help for people to come in to help with hospital workers, because they're at their wits' end. I give them, you know, I give the total salute to all healthcare workers who are trying to help individuals who are hospitalized due to this virus. So it's getting really serious. Well, not getting serious. It is serious. It's getting even more serious as cases continue to rise.
Yes. Well, I also had heard stories today where if you do not have to go to the emergency room, please do not go to the emergency room. I was told that emergency rooms are so overworked right now that they will tell you when you get there, Can you come back maybe 12, 13 hours from now? I know of two situations where the people both were critically sick, but because the ER was so filled with people that they told them to either go sit back in their car or come back 12 to 13 hours later. And both of these people had life-saving surgeries after they finally were admitted to the hospital.
Can you imagine this happened 5 years ago? You know,
I,
you when you need to go to emergency, you have to go to the emergency room. Can you imagine that would happen? Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
no. They're asking you, please do not, unless you have a fever at a certain temperature, unless it's a pain that you would not believe. And then what we have to remember is that we still have gunshots, we still have
Right.
car accidents, we still have slip and
Exactly.
falls, all of that. And they're telling people that if you do not have to, please do not come to the emergency room.
I mean, think about if you're having a stroke. That's something you can't tell a person, oh, we need you to come back 12 hours later.
Oh, I know. I know. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Yes, it is. So I don't know. Well, we hope that this situation changes. We want to remind everyone, please wear your mask, wash your hands, do everything that's necessary to keep this virus down. Next week, when we come back, we're going to talk about the proper mask you should be wearing, what grade of mask you should be wearing. I know a lot of us, myself too, have bought a lot of beautiful decorative masks. Excuse me, but they're now saying that we should wear the surgical mask and then that decorative mask to help give us more filter. So we'll see. I don't know, but this is all just a lot of things to take in this time and place where we are in this world right now. All right. Well,
Right.
Kay Renee, I have a job. Unfortunately, I'm too old for the job, but they are looking for a recent college graduate for the job chance of a lifetime.
And
You
what's
would get
that?
ready to hit the road this summer in one of the world's most iconic vehicles. You would get a chance to drive around, you and a team of two other people would be a trio, and you guys would drive around in the Nutmobile. Are you ready? The Nutmobile is, of course, held and owned by Planters Nuts, the peanut company, right? So they're
Mm-hmm.
hiring three lucky college grads to become peanutters. So your job would be a peanutter, and that's Peannutters, peanutters, and you would ride around in the Nutmobile. You would go around the country doing media outreach and community events. Now, you're chuckling and laughing, but here's the best part. It has a competitive salary with benefits. It offers 401k. If you get hired, you'll be trained, of course. It's an intensive training. And then you will drive an entire year around the country in the iconic Nutmobile. And the Nutmobile is 26 long. And you will chug along all across the United States with your fellow nutters, and you will stop in communities to participate in events. You'll be on the radio, TV, newspapers. You'll also chauffeur Mr. Peanut around to promotions, like parades and, things where he would have to be. It's a temporary full-time position that starts in June of 2022 and it goes until June of 2023. So any of you all that are college graduates out there and you're thinking about this job, Kay Renee, I'm wondering, what would you, if you were that age and have recently graduated from college, would you want to be a peanutter? I know, I, I'm just, would you want to be a peanutter, dear?
Even if I would, I have two parents that would say, have you lost your damn mind? Knowing if I said, you know what, mom and daddy, I like this role. I want to be a peanutter. I could see the look on my mother's face and my father's face saying, you've lost your ever freaking mind. Hell to the no. Um,
Well,
to answer your question, no, I don't. I mean, I have a business mind, so I'm thinking I don't know if I could do that, but to each his own. Different strokes for different folks. I don't know if I could do it though, to be honest.
Well, I'm gonna give you a little inside secret. The job of a peanutter pays anywhere between 45 and I think 52,000 a year. It comes with per diem. All of your travel is covered. 401k. I don't know. If I was a recent college graduate, it's me and two other people, and we get to travel across the country. Okay, yeah, I'm in a 26-foot nut, to say it best. I think I probably would make the best of it. I respect your opinion of, being the businesswoman, things like that. But if you're gonna pay me $45,000 to $50,000 a year to nut across the country, then I will nut across the country.
But see, I can see you because you were a former flight attendant, so I can see that adventurous spirit in
Girl,
you.
like, is that an insult? All right.
No,
Is
no,
that an insult?
no, it's not. I mean, you're very adventurous, and so I actually could see you making the most. For me, I probably would get tired after the first month, as I'm ready to go home.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'll be ready to go home. At that, I know me during that time when I graduated from college, I would have been
Okay.
ready to come home. Yeah.
Wow. No, I would love it. If I was
Right.
that age, had not a care in the world, know that all my accommodations are paid for. Okay, yes, I am riding around in a gigantic nut. Of course, I may have to don a nut costume every now and then. But and then you're meeting people, you're at festivals. So it could be a really fun job for those that really may want to do it. So if you are a recent college graduate and think you have a chance, go to Planters Peanuts website and apply for that job and get on in there, baby. Get that nut. That's all I'm gonna say. Get that nut, baby. That's all. All right. Go ahead, Kay Renee. What you got in the news bag tonight?
Well, I mean, talking about COVID, this particular individual was very naughty across the pond. And y'all probably remember him because he and a certain former president had like a bromance going on. Well,
Yes.
apparently, senior Prime Minister Boris Johnson is facing calls for him to step down because
Really?
he attended drinks. He admitted attending drinks during the lockdown. Because London, a lot of these other cities and countries, when they have a lockdown, they mean for your ass to stay in the house. Well, Boris Yeltsin, I'm thinking Boris Yeltsin. Ooh, another. He's gone now, but that's another leader in a different country. Oh my goodness. Boris Johnson, excuse me. He apologized to Parliament, saying, I didn't know, I really am sorry. I take responsibility. They're not having it over there at the pond. They're like, you need to step down. You know, God doggone well that when we say lockdown, we mean lockdown. And you thought because you above the law, because you're the Prime Minister of London,
right,
that you could do that.
So
I
it
don't
said
think
Boris
so.
apologized for getting busted.
Yeah, he did. Didn't matter. They still want him to step down.
Wow.
Now he
Dennis,
should
voters knew he was a nut when they elected him.
He should apply for the peanut nutter's position. How about that?
Right, the peanutter. Right.
Right. He'd be a perfect nut.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Amen. Okay. See, this whole show is nutfield tonight. If Chef Takana come on talking about anything pertaining to nuts, we're gonna end the show. We're just gonna shut it down. How about that? Okay, right. Okay, what else you got in gossip tonight in entertainment news or regular news?
Here in local news in Chicago, unfortunately, we need to do something about these shootings because I just heard earlier that a 14-year-old boy was just shot and killed. His backpack is still in the street on the west side, going home, and apparently he was shot in the chest. And they took him to Stroger Hospital, and he unfortunately passed away. We've got to do something about. We are truly in crisis. If it's not about COVID, it's about these damn shootings. I don't know what's it gonna take.
Right, we are. It's sad. It is so sad. It really, really is.
And then to piggyback off that, an off-duty Chicago cop shoots 3 people at a Blue Island bowling alley. What's up with
I was
that?
wondering about that story. I really was. And I'm wondering who it is. I almost want to call somebody to ask them who is, because, right, what kind of altercation would you get in unless somebody was trying to rob you, but three people, including an employee, got shot? So that's crazy,
Right.
too.
And I think you know this. My father was an avid bowler. I was in a bowling league. I love to bowl. So I read this. I'm like, and not to say that it couldn't happen. Fights could happen in a bowling alley, but
Right.
this off-duty cop just said, "I'm just going to go buck wild, start shooting." This happened this morning at 1:40 a.m. at Burr Oak Bowl. I've never been in that bowling alley, but
Mm.
um, three people are wounded. So again, I truly believe we've said it before, Art, and I'm gonna say it again. This pandemic, folks got COVID brain and
Yeah.
they've gone COVID crazy.
Yes. Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Period.
Absolutely. Yes. Oh
And I
my
don't know what's
God.
it gonna take.
Mm-mm. Well, I noticed they were talking about how inflation is getting the best of us. I was just in a grocery store yesterday picking up a few items, and things were so high in that grocery store yesterday that it was astronomical. Like 2 weeks ago, I paid 99 cents for a stalk of celery, maybe $1.29 the most.
Mm-hmm.
Stalks of celery were $2 each yesterday in grocery stores. I saw
That's
where bacon was like $7, $8, $9 a package, and even the on sale bacon was $5. So this inflation, this economy. There are still quite a few people are having trouble finding jobs, the right
mm-hmm.
jobs. People who
Right.
have had corporate jobs that are just trying to find jobs to make ends meet, their resumes are not matching these normal jobs, and you're not talking to people anymore. Everything is online. So it's become really different for a lot of reasons and people.
I agree. I I I don't know what's it gonna take. As I said, hopefully, with it, the more people can get vaccinated and tested. I mean, the one thing we talked about our mayor being tested positive for COVID. The thing that she said that saved her, that she is only has only experienced mild symptoms. Had she not been vaccinated or boosted, it would have been a little bit worse. But honestly, I think she would have to be vaccinated and boosted, right? Because if she
Oh,
didn't
absolutely.
be vaccinated and boosted, folks gonna look at her real funny.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Anybody in elected offices like that, anybody of prominence, anything that is trying to get us all toward herd immunity, she would have to do that. I'm sure maybe there are some mayors and people that have not gotten vaccinated, but this woman is the mayor of the third largest city in the country. So she
Right.
cannot be that stupid and not do what is right now, and try to encourage other people to do it as well too. We have a comment here. They keep saying that prices are high because products are still stuck on ships. Give me a break. I don't know, but I just said Monday, I was in a store Saturday, and the juice and cheese aisle was just
Right.
obliterated. I was in a
Right.
store Tuesday looking for what I couldn't find Saturday, and the juice aisle was just a mess. Stopped in a store yesterday because I couldn't find what I wanted, and I'm talking about
Right.
another store, not the same company. They didn't have it either. So it's just sad that a lot of these things are not even. Matter of fact, the meat counter was completely closed down at the store I was at yesterday. And I did this before we came on air. So imagine the number of people that get off work, come to the butcher, and want to get meat for the evening, or
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even get what I wanted because the butcher shop and the fishmonger was closed.
Wow.
Yes, that's how bad it is. And I told you about I went to get me a tea the other day, and the lady apologized in the drive-through and said, "I am the only worker here. I
Right.
apologize. I'll be with
Well,
you in just a."
Well, speaking of tea, today is National Hot Tea Day. So hopefully, after the show or even during the show tonight, ladies and gents, get you some hot tea, some chamomile, some, lavender, some green tea, but definitely have a spot of tea tonight. It's
I am
National Hot
drinking
Tea Day.
I am drinking green tea and I'm drinking a turmeric ginger tea.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely. So I am in the
See?
spirit of it being National Tea Day. All right, what else
Yes.
you got for us, my dear?
This is a local story I posted to you yesterday evening. Imagine, we are blessed that we live in a home condo. But imagine your house is in a hotel like the extended stay. Well, unfortunately, in the south suburbs, in Medicine, uh, in a travel lodge, 80 families had to be kicked out today
I saw
because
that.
they're
Why?
because apparently there's some issues going on in the fire system and the sprinkler system. So they told these 80 families, you have to go. Now, I'm going to say this. If they knew about the deficiencies of these systems, why would you wait till now till winter to decide? Now, even though they were saying it's due to COVID, they didn't have anyone at the time. I just don't buy that.
Right. I
I
don't
don't
either.
buy that.
Right, that
You
they had
know,
nobody that was able to help them get the system together.
right. And here's the thing. During the time last year, they had 4 outstanding violations with sprinkler deficiencies, 6 outstanding violations with their fire alarm system. So you mean tell me you knew about this last year and you gonna wait till now? And this happened on the 2nd and 3rd floor. So those family members who have been staying there, now they have no place to live.
That is horrible. That is really, really horrible. Yes, especially
And
this time of
heard
year.
nothing, I just don't, because this is the time you want to make sure people are safe during this
Yeah.
time of year.
Yes, yes. Wintertime is very critical with the temperatures, the element, all of that. Yes. Okay,
So
very good. You got anything else before our guest joins us tonight?
I think I have enough. I don't have any more. Do you have any stories that you want to share with our
I
audience?
do. I do. I
Okay.
want to wish Oreo cookies a happy 111th birthday. The
Wow.
Oreo cookie turned 111 years old. As you guys all know, the Oreo cookie is 2 cookies with cream in the middle. Over the years, now when I was growing up, the cream was just vanilla cream. Over the years, it started changing to now they have carrot Oreos, peanut butter and chocolate Oreos, chocolate and mint Oreos. The golden cream Oreos are amazing. Kay Renee, are you an Oreo fan, and what are your favorite Oreos?
Double stuff, baby.
Double stuff. Oh my
Double
God.
stuff. That's what I
Oh,
like.
very good. I love the chocolate coconut Oreo. I love
Okay.
the carrot cake Oreo. I love the chocolate and peanut butter Oreo. And I love the lemon Oreos. They are good. I'm a
Okay.
big Oreo person. Yes.
I like golden creams. I do like, but my favorite is the double stuff.
Okay, absolutely. That's just like that double double from In-N-Out Burger.
That's right.
Yes, yes. I see you like everything double double. We may have to get you twin cuddle buddies.
Ooh, suck it now.
We may have to get you twin cuddle buddies. How about that? How would that work?
That works perfectly for K Renee.
Would that work perfectly that we get you twin cuddle
Perfectly.
buddies? All right.
Perfectly.
All right. Well, happy 110th birthday
Yes,
to the
to
Oreo
Oreo.
cookie. Man, so the Oreo cookie was around the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah. By
Marianne Alder.
Nabisco.
Hey, Marianne Alder, we love you. She said, I'll stick to
Hi, man.
the
To the
chips
heart.
ahoy. We got to get Marianne back on with us one night. We got
Yes.
to, she's become such a superstar on
Yes, she is.
Clubhouse, and she's a
Mhm.
superstar to begin with. But we got,
Anyway,
yeah,
exactly.
but I mean, baby, she is a whole new. When we start these conversations about people making it big in social media, we'll have to have Marianne back on because she's killing
Absolutely.
on social media. Yes. All right. Well, with that being said, we want to say good evening and welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad that you guys are here with us this evening. We have a great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure tonight. Coming up in just a few moments, we have a young lady based out of Detroit, Michigan, who will be talking to us tonight about CBD. January is National CBD Awareness Month. And so we're going to hear her story of why she got into the cannabis business. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons of CBD. If there are any cons, I don't know, because it's a natural herb product. I must full disclosure, and I'm going to give a testimony. I tried the salve on my knees, and it was great. It did. It helped alleviate some of my pain. So I really do appreciate that. And that was a gift from K. Renee. Yes, absolutely. And you know this lady quite well. I was going to let you do the wonderful introduction, K. Renee, too, when she comes out.
You know, I love when you do introductions, Art. I mean, it would be kind of biased for me to do it. So I'd rather for you
Okay,
to
all right. I'll
introduce
handle it.
our
I'll handle
guest.
it. Yes. All right. Very good. Very, very, very good. Yes, that's right. All right. Well, she'll be up with us in just a few moments. What's coming up this coming Saturday on K&K?
Well, you know, this Saturday we're going to have attorney Juan Thomas. And as you know, this Saturday marks the 95th? No, 93rd heavenly birthday of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. So we're
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be talking because his actual birthday was January 15th. So we're going
Okay.
to speak with Juan Thomas to talk about the Voting Rights Act that's been in the news. And, you know, once after the election happened, a lot of these states feel that the election was still stolen by you know who. So we're going to talk about that and talk about Dr. King's legacy on
Oh, nice.
Saturday with
Nice.
my partner, Ms. Kim Coleman, Sister Girl Speaks, and yours truly. Saturday morning
Yeah.
at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Very good. Very, very good. Well, I appreciate you ladies for having me on this past Saturday. It was a great conversation. I enjoyed spending time with you both, and just to know your dedication and commitment of doing that show every Saturday. And, you know, I just ask God to continue to bless you both and expand your territory and keep it rolling, because it's really a good thing.
And you know, Art, you have been my mentor for a long time, but especially in this business, for allowing me to be your guest co-host for your show. And then because of you, again, I would have never met Kim. And then for her to even ask the question, do you want to do a podcast? I just said one word, yes. And I'm just really blessed, and I'm just thankful that you and we still keep moving forward. So thank
Yeah.
you, Art, for just, you know, setting the path. So thank you for that, sweetie.
All right, my pleasure, my pleasure. Well, coming up next week on the show, Monday is the official celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. It is Dr. King weekend. We have some great guests coming up on Monday night. We have a young lady who has become a TikTok sensation. She's from the Chicagoland area. She's a mom. I've been knowing her for years, and she turned to TikTok to kind of help her with depression and to kind of help her, you know, deal with the day-to-day things she was dealing with. The fact that she's a mom, a businesswoman, an entrepreneur, all of that. TikTok was kind of her escapism, and she has become a star on TikTok. And I'm telling you, I'm watching her. I remember from when I first saw her on there, and I was like, oh, because, you know, they'll show you people's videos who, I guess, you know, these algorithms who you may know. And I saw her video and I was like, oh, that's really cute. That's really cute. I kept watching her every day, and the likes and the likes and the likes were just bigger and bigger every day. So she's going to talk to us Monday night about the secrets of becoming a TikTok star.
TikTok diva. Hashtag TikTok diva. That's who she is. I love it.
Yes. Yes. Well, she has become a TikTok star like you would not believe it. So this is interesting and fascinating in so many ways that I'm just very excited about her wanting to be a part of the show on Monday night. All right. Well, we're waiting on our next guest or our guest to join us in just a good moment or two. Anything else you want to talk about, my dear, before we waiting on our guest?
You know, also, you know that Bob Saget, they're really talking about, they haven't even released because they did the autopsy of him, but, you know, I said this to you and said this on the air, that some health experts think because he had gained a lot of weight during the time when he was on Full House and doing his comedic tours and, America's Home Funny Videos, that he's gained some weight. They're thinking that he may have died of either a heart attack or stroke. So I'm sure
Yeah.
the official cause of death will come out in some weeks ahead. But, I'm just really, it's just still, I'm still in shock that he's gone. Because as I said, I thought he was such a cutie, because I thought him as a cute geek. And so.
Yes. Bob Saget was a great guy. Just to hear all of the tributes that are being given to him, for him now, the fact that everybody's reaching out to the wife, expressing their condolences to her. I've been listening to just a lot of the testimonies from the cast members from all of the shows, and it's just touching in so many different ways, that Bob Saget was loved and adored by just so many. And really, it is a tremendous tragedy that he is no longer with us.
I mean, it's just amazing. And again, 2022 has taken off just similarly what 2021 left,
Absolutely. I think deaths at the first of the year are just heartbreaking to us, because we started the first of the year off so enthusiastic. We started the year off of a rebirth. And then when we start hearing about all these deaths, that's what makes it so incredible. Well, to continue on with our show tonight, our first guest this evening is a young lady who I had the pleasure of talking with last night. I just love her. I felt so comfortable and at ease with talking to her last night. CBD is the biggest craze right now. I remember a time when anything that had to do with cannabis, hemp, any of those things, that was a no-no. That was your aunt or uncle, the wacky aunt or uncle. But nowadays, you can find CBD in just about everything, in pet products, in healthcare products, and cooking derivatives, you name it. CBD has taken on a major role in helping people to live much better lives. And so joining us tonight, we're proud to welcome her in honor of National CBD Month. Is Felicia C Knuckles. She's the founder and CEO of Healthy Leaf Organics LLC, and anything that's a healthy leaf, count me in, boo. Good evening and welcome her to the show.
Hey, thank you for that warm introduction. Hey, Kay Renee, how are you doing today?
I'm fine,
you guys
sweetie.
for allowing me to be on the show. I love Art. In speaking with him, I felt very warm and comfortable and fuzzy all over.
Yay.
And I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, we appreciate you. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm a big fan of national days. I'm a big fan of National Month. And until Kay Renee said something to me, I don't even know if I remembered National CBD Month. But look, when a better time to love CBD than in the winter time when you have aches, pains. The weather is so bad on many of us. Kay Renee blessed me with some of the amazing salve, and I will do a testimony for you guys about it. It really did help me. So please introduce yourself and tell us your backstory of why you got into CBD.
Well, thank you so much, Art, and I'll do just that. Healthy Leaf Organics evolved over a 10-year period. In Michigan, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and Michigan was one of the first states to legalize marijuana, period. We were probably in the big four, basically, to legalize. So I started my journey. I mean, I wasn't a true weed head or anything growing up. So I'm actually a patient, and I used to be a caregiver back in 2008. But my actual story starts further back than that. My story starts back when I was 10 years old. I was pigeon-toed and I had a bad surgery. A doctor thought he can create a miracle on me and make my feet turn out so I could be a better gymnast because I was an athlete at the time. And obviously it didn't work. The surgery doesn't even exist in the medical books anymore, but here we are, getting out of the logistics and the legality of it. I'm here today, and coming through 40 years of pain is what I refer to. Without medication was a heck of a journey. So I had a boyfriend at 26 who introduced me to marijuana, and he was like, everybody up there was like, oh man, I got to help this girl with pain. Some kind of way she's standing on her feet. I don't know how she's doing it, but I don't want to see her in pain. I smoked my first joint at 26. I didn't have pain anymore. But of course, you got to remember, I never smoked, so that's the first time it was in my body. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to be a weed head the rest of my life. So back then in the 80s, we didn't know much about marijuana. We didn't know about all the health benefits. We just heard bits and pieces. So long story short, moving 20 years later, when the Farm Bill was first signed in 2014, it allowed us to produce CBD. Back in 2008, when marijuana legalized in Michigan, I became a caregiver and I started advocating for marijuana. The more we learned about CBD, I realized this is the true health and wellness area I need to be in. I wanted to diminish the whole stigma of all weed does is get you high. That is not true by no means. The reason I'm on my feet today without a cane is because of cannabis. And I started CBD and I started telling my story back maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. And I tell people, I said, look, I have chronic pain due to bad joints. My ankles are fused from surgery. It caused back problems. I have scoliosis. And at 53 years old, I'm still walking around. I still suffer pain because I live in the cold. But that CBD is keeping me going. It's keeping me going until the day. So I advocate for chronic pain. I advocate for all the minute disorders that people have that I know cannabis helps with. And our company is a cause-based business because of it. We're going to be a B corporation. We're actually changing to a B Corp because not just to sell CBD to people is what this means to me. I'm on a journey to help the world. I'm on a journey for renewable energy and things that putting good things back in our bodies, taking things back to the basics. Because I know it works. And today I'm still not medicated. I still don't take medicine or any pain. My threshold, you probably could stab me and I probably wouldn't feel it. My pain threshold is so high. So,
I can understand.
Yeah, in short, that's why I'm here today, because I'm advocating for myself and many others like me. And I have people like Kay Renee and many others who actually are on the journey with me.
Okay, very good. Great job. Excellent job. So let's talk about, where does CBD come from? Isn't it a derivative of hemp? And so kind of help us to understand a little bit better, because you know some of us so old, we just think reefer. we just think reefer. That's all we think. So please help us to understand what reefer is. I'm sorry, CBD is. Go ahead.
Well, I will do that for you. And actually, I could take you to class, but I'm going to make it as short because I would like to take you through a journey once I get to share my screen of how this works with the body. But in short, reefer comes from marijuana. And what people don't understand about marijuana is in two forms. And hemp, generally, the CBD portion comes from the male plant. You have a male and a female plant in any growing species, period, on the planet. Your female plant is the marijuana portion of the plant. Your male plant is the hemp portion, which is where the majority of the CBD lies. We grow the male portion of the plant. See, when people used to grow marijuana back in the day, they get a crop and they see a male plant in there. Oh, let me throw that out. I'm going to ruin the whole crop because it's a male plant. And the male plant grows lanky and has balls on it full of seeds, whereas the female plant grows bushy and leafy. Okay, that's the difference. So you can spot a male plant in your crop all day long, but what people didn't realize is that male plant is what's carrying a lot of the health benefits. So that's what we pull out of the crops. We grow from the male side of the plant, which carries the CBD in its flowering process. Okay, but CBD also is comprised of a full spectrum and a broad spectrum. And those of you who have been shopping for CBD probably wonder, what the heck is a full spectrum and a broad spectrum? Well, the full spectrum includes your THC components, and your broad spectrum consists of no THC at all, which is basically, that's legal jargon, because the broad spectrum was really created. You really want full spectrum. But the broad spectrum was created because people are afraid that if any form of THC is found in their body, they'll lose their jobs, because we still get drug tested. So that's really why broad spectrum exists in the first place. But in actuality, if you didn't have to worry about any of that, I would say go full spectrum, because the full of anything natural is going to give you everything and connect to every component of your body that it needs to connect to.
Wow, very good. Very, very good. So I noticed you had sent me a list of things that use hemp, from ships to sailors, textiles to fabrics, fiber, pulp. I even know of flooring that was made of hemp at one point, like flooring for your house.
Yes, hempcrete. Right now you have contractors in the field that are actually creating homes out of hempcrete. What people don't realize about hempcrete and what hemp does, hemp is mold free. Now, if you live in Detroit and maybe Chicago the same way, we got moldy houses all over the place. It's a shame, but a lot of people have houses with all kind of mold, and they don't realize they do. If you had a hempcrete house, you would never have mold. Hempcrete is oxygenated, so you constantly get flow of oxygen through your house all the time. So these are the things that actually is healthy for you to live in a hemp house. And it's sturdier. It's sturdier than traditional brick. This is why we need to go back to hempcrete. We need to go back to solar energy. Hemp plays a role in that as well.
Wow.
Right now, Ford Motor Company, we are certified to be an MBE, to get our MBE, certified minority company, because we want to, and part of our journey of hemp, we would like to establish a hemp plant to where we can break down hemp to things like curd, fiber, and these are just different mediums of hemp that, say, the car industry needs to use in making seatbelts, leather, and the framework for the cars that we drive today.
Wow.
The first car that was made by Henry Ford was made of hemp, and it's up here in Michigan right now in our museum, the Henry Ford Museum.
Wow.
That's incredible. Right. This is a master class. This really is. You're doing an outstanding job. You really are. So let me ask you this. What made you create Healthy Leaf Organics? What is the mission, and where will this go? I mean, I've heard things that you're doing and getting certified for, but a lot of times jumping to businesses like this is not easy. As a Black woman, how's it been for you, and how's business going?
Well, I will tell you this. We are a startup company. Our company kind of went through some challenges. I won't get into all that because we'll be here all night. But we started right before the pandemic. Okay. So the company established in 2019. We really started to take off right at the same time COVID hit. So it almost brought us to a total stop. It was a blessing, but yet it brought us to a total stop. You already know as a minority how hard it is to start a business and maintain it and get the support. The thing that really supported us was all those little SBA loans running around out here during COVID. If it wasn't for all this extra help, that really kept us afloat so that we could continue to do the research that we needed to build what we needed to become a direct marketing company, which is what we are. And the reason I chose to become a direct marketing company is I really wanted to share the wealth. And when I say direct marketing, don't get it twisted. We're not an MLM. We are a direct marketing company that uses an affiliate network base. And I wanted to be able to share the wealth with other people that couldn't afford to open cannabis businesses, but they wanted to be a part of the cannabis industry and allow them to create a career through us to sell cannabis. So nice. I'm building a website, the whole thing. It's going to be a monster website. Our people will be able to use it to actually, as their office at home, they can build their own businesses. But no, it's not an MLM at all. Our model only allows you to go one level deep. So you can have your own team, but you're not going to be having no teams 10 deep or anything like that. I don't like that. That's just diluting the funds. I don't like that. I truly want everybody to be educated, to benefit from this company. This is our legacy. If you want to say cannabis is our reparations, that's the way I look at cannabis.
Amen. Kay Renee, go right in. I know you know our guests very well, full disclosure, but I know you always like to talk to just such powerful women as who we're talking with now. So go right ahead.
Well, I want to share with our audience, there is also a bit of trivia about Miss Felicia, because if you notice, her last name is Knuckles. So for
Yeah.
those who are house heads, she is related to the late
Oh,
godfather of house music, Mr.
That's
Frankie
right.
Knuckles.
yes,
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
absolutely.
I want to
Absolutely.
ask you, Felicia, to those house heads who are listening, are you going to make combination connecting between house and cannabis?
Funny you should say that, Kay Renee. My goal in our business, because even though we're a CBD company, I will have plan to have a dispensary and a private club. And my goal is to set up a nice private club in Chicago and Detroit in the name of my cousin Frankie Knuckles, because I want to get the house music community involved. They can come through support, they can spin records. We're going to create a museum of Frankie Knuckles so that people can come through and check out all his past music and all his endeavors. People don't know Frankie Knuckles was in a couple of movies
Yes, he
in the
was.
past.
I
He
was
was in a
actually
couple of
in a movie
movies.
with him. I was in a movie with him.
Yes, and I
Yes.
probably saw you and didn't even know it.
No, because I was a young thing. I almost said something else, but I was young then. I was playing a Catholic schoolboy. So you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, this is full blossom me. This is show enough me now, but back then I was, catechism.
He
Yes.
was a hot daddy back then. He wasn't sad daddy. He was hot daddy.
Honey, I was nerd, goofy daddy. So yes, I was a private school kid in a movie. Yes, go right ahead.
Oh my God. So this is one of the things I want to do. I really want to bring it alive. I want a place where people can come and they can consume, they can experience education of hemp. We can play music there. We can have live entertainment. The salespeople can come through, learn about our company. We'll be selling CBD. You can smoke and you'll be able to eat infused food. So these plans are going to happen probably over the next maybe year. It's going to start in Detroit and we're going to move into Chicago. We'll eventually I would like to have a dispensary there, but I don't call it a dispensary. I like to call it an apothecary, because what I'm going for is a wellness center. And I would like to also see that attached to the private club in both locations. So we're looking at massage therapy treatments, chiropractic treatments with all products, including CBD to be used. So I'm looking to open up a true wellness center for the community, but I'm totally about the education. And one thing, Art, that I really want to do, and the reason why I say we're a B corporation, because all that money that comes into those private clubs, 10% of that is going back to the city of choice. Chicago, the kids, the public schools, same thing in Detroit. I want to donate back to our community, because that's what a community does.
That's
That's
right.
what companies like a cannabis company should be doing that make so much money. We got to give back to the communities. This is what we represent. This is what I'm asking for help for, because I feel like that's my duty. I'm doing pretty good for a person in pain. I like to help some other people out the same way.
Yes, I agree. I could not agree with you more. Okay, Renee, you have another question for our guests before we say good night to you tonight. This has been incredible. And we have a special treat for this audience at the end of the segment. So you guys hold tight. Go right ahead, Kay Renee.
Well, I always ask this question of our guests. Who inspires you, Felicia, to be the best Felicia C. Knuckles this universe has ever seen?
The Most High and above.
Oh,
The
I love
Most
it.
High, the Most High inspires me the most, because it taught me to believe in myself. And my role was so long as a child. I mean, the things that happened to me growing up with this surgery and all forced me to look for something bigger. And it gave me the strength to believe in me. And what a lot of people don't understand is, no matter how much you think you get knocked down, or how many people you can save, you can't save or love anything until it starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn how to give that power that was being taken from me. I had to put that power back. And it was up to me to do that, to empower myself to believe in me. So I have to say the Most High is the one that instilled that in me. And it came to me many times. It's you. It's you. That's it. And it's the same for all of us.
Amen.
I love it. I do. That was beautiful. Look, pass the collection plate around. She
Okay.
done, right. She done laid her sermon out. Look, we love when people come on here and lay sermons out. So you've kind of told us what's next, what you want to do. Thank you for sharing your backstory about dealing with pain. I deal with pain on a daily basis, have been dealing with pain for a number of years. I'm way past due several surgeries I should have had 10, 12 years ago, but finances and career and things like that have kept me from having these surgeries. But I am really trying to find another way other than have the surgeries to cope, because pain pills are no fun. No. Much like yourself, a surgery I had many years ago, when I went to go check this time, the woman said, "Mister, they don't even do that surgery no more. I don't even know why and I said, "What?" She said, "Oh yeah, I don't even know why that man did that surgery." And this was a big surgery when I had it back then. So I get that. I really do. So please tell us how we can connect more with you. And I'm going to put this little special deal up here that I think is just amazing.
Well, Art, this is what I want to ask people to do. We do have, and Kay Renee actually manages this for me, so she's very good at it. She's such a wonderful person and a great writer. But she manages our Facebook page. You guys can find us at Healthy Leaf Organics on Facebook. And you can also find us. We have a channel on YouTube. We're building that out. You guys may want to plug into our Healthy Leaf Organics YouTube channel, because we will be having a lot of education. You're going to start to see so much education, little known facts about CBD, things that's going to spark your interest and teach you. So you got Facebook, our YouTube channel. We're on LeafWire. What's some other things? We're on Instagram. And we will soon have our, LinkedIn. And we will soon have our own media network.
I heard, yes, very good.
Yeah, we will soon have that. So we got some great surprises coming. And you guys, I'm telling you, look out for a nice weight loss program.
Nice. All through CBD?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Very good. Anything that don't give you the munchies.
Yeah, no, we don't want munchies. We want manageable meals.
Right. Yes. Amen. Very good. Very, very good. Well, for more information, as well as there's a special discount until March 1st. If you go to healthyleaforganics.com, healthyleaforganics.com/discount/Art Sims 2022, you'll get a discount that we're excited about. And we really do appreciate that. That's very nice.
Yes. Please use that. Check the products out. Our salves are awesome. We have tinctures, but as I said, make sure you sign up to our mailing list. When you go on there, set up an account, because you will get notifications as we release our new products coming soon.
Very good. All right. Well, Kay Renee, I'm going to let you say goodnight to our guests, and then I'll say goodnight to her, and we'll move on.
Well, Felicia, thank you so much for joining us. I think, as Art said, this was a master class. So for those you need to know about CBD, you can come to Miss Felicia C Knuckles, but definitely do your research and do your homework, because yes, class, we're going to have an exam after this show is over.
And we will. We have a full certification class too, trust me.
Oh, yes, really?
Yes, we do. We have a certification class.
Very good.
It will teach you everything you need to know to go out and know how to understand CBD. And that will be continuing.
Okay, I may have to join that, because that's really good. That's great, because we are moving in this direction, whether you like it or not. You know, I tell people every now and then, I just look at how weird and where we are now. I tell people now, hey, you might want to get your grandmama some. Oh, grandma been using CBD. I said to myself, now 20 years ago, you mentioned to somebody's grandmama about some weed, they'll punch you out, or anything. You know that, right? Not my grandmama, not my. And people like, oh, we done bought grandma some of that already. I'm like, oh Lord.
Well, I will throw this nugget out real quick to you guys. Start taking it, because they're doing studies right now to see how it reacts with COVID. So when I talk to people, because that's not proven, but they're checking it, they're studying it, start getting CBD in your system as much as possible.
Wow, very good. All right. Well, we love and appreciate you. You did an outstanding job, my beautiful friend. You know I'm here for you. Anytime you want to come back, I appreciate you.
Thank
you for being so informative to the audience tonight. Remember, you guys, if you go to healthyleaforganics.com/discount/ArtSims 2022, there's a lovely little discount at the end of this for you, and it goes until March 1st. When you're checking out, put that code in and you'll be able to get a lovely, lovely discount. Yes, they love you, everybody. Yes. Oh, this is really great.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
So much.
Thank you, darling. We love you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, darling. Talk to you soon.
Bye, Felicia.
Have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Miss Felicia C Knuckles. Great job. We see you later. We love you. Bye. Yay. Uh-oh, did I lose you, K. Renee? Lauren, let me put you back, boo. Okay. Yay. There we go. All right. Look, that was such a good interview. Yay. That was amazing. All right. So that was good. Boy, it's our Friday, but when we come back on Monday night again, we'll be celebrating the life and times of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the official holiday of his birth. We want you guys to be safe. Our next guest coming up in just a few moments. I love and adore her. She's been a co-host here on the show many times. She's given us cooking tips. Matter of fact, I sent our link of a show we did today in a media package I had to send to someone. And I just love Chef Takana. She is that woman. You know, she's been on here talking to us about teaching our young people, but most importantly is her food. I had ordered some of her, I want to say catfish and grits, or no, crab and grits. Girl, I ain't gonna lie. I was a fat boy every spoonful. I had to play with my belly button. I would eat some and then I go, oh, I had to stick my finger in my belly button. And you know her tagline is, let me feed you.
Oh, goodness.
Let me feed you. Right. If I didn't know she had a good man that loved her, honey, I'd wonder about that. Let me feed you.
Goodness.
And guess what? She's a birthday girl. Yesterday, she celebrated her birthday. Excellent. And we're just excited to welcome her back to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back the phenomenal birthday girl herself, Chef Takana.
Yay, happy birthday!
Hi, honey.
Hey, love. How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure, my love. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Let me move this light. I'm sorry.
Yeah, girl, please. You look like Casper the Ghost. Okay, that's much better. Yes, girl. We was like, is she there? Okay.
Right. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm having listen, I've been enjoying this show all night. Listen.
I saw where you have been commenting and everything else.
Yes.
CBD is actually up your alley as well, too. Chef, tell everybody about your background and why you are such a huge advocate for CBD.
So, I've said this several times before, but absolutely is something that I definitely talk to people about. In 2001, I was 27, diagnosed with lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and Raynaud's syndrome. I was told I would not see 30. I was on every kind of medication they could ever give you, only for none of them to work. Only for them to say after I hit 30, because I was still here and I stopped taking a lot of the synthetic meds. They said, well, we got to figure something else out. So after years of trying to figure out more holistic things, at age 40 in 2014, I was introduced to cannabis. And listen, it changed my life. Okay. I literally had already started meal prep, which is under my baby Takana's Kitchen, which is the first thing that I launched. But cannabis changed my levels with my doctor. It changed my diagnosis. It changed everything, so much so that my rheumatologist said to me, you no longer need to come see me. And whatever you're doing, you might want to keep doing it. And I told him what it was. So here it is. I just made 48 yesterday. I have not been on any synthetic medication. I don't take any kind of shots. I don't want anything you got that's not natural. And so cannabis has been that for me. So your previous guest, oh honey, we could talk all day because I am the queen of infused foods, and I'm gonna get you right.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes. Wow.
Wow.
Well, Chef, I'm glad to have you here tonight. Tonight, you're going to talk to us about 6 healthy, quick changes that we could do to help our immune system. And these are things right in our kitchen, right in our cabinet. When I talked to you the other day, I was telling other people about one of the tips you mentioned, and I said to myself, it's time to change. So go right ahead with your first tip, and we are all ears.
All right. So the very first healthy tip that I'm going to give you, and I'm going to give some of you guys an opportunity to grab a little sheet of paper because you want to take notes. Now, I am a former educator. Okay. So I'm going to give you these notes, these cliff notes. Okay. So the first tip that I give is about water. Water is an optimal thing. We are comprised of water, basically. And I know that I don't do the best job of getting my water in, but let me give you some little quick tips. Drinking water at optimal times, how to maximize the effectiveness in your human body. All right. So the first one is drinking 2 glasses of water in the morning to activate your internal organs. All right. Water also 1 glass before a meal. It helps with digestion. Drinking a glass of water before you take a shower. Now, this one surprised me. Drinking a glass of water before you take a shower can help prevent high blood pressure. Who knew? Right.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you about this water thing because I've gone deeper into the reasons, the whys, and all of that. I found a whole class that I've been taking. I'll tell you about that. So the other one is drinking a glass of water before bed. Another one. It can help to prevent strokes or heart attack.
Really?
Wow.
So let me give you the backstory for the water, or something, a little bit extra info on the water. Okay. I watched a program earlier, the end of last year, talking about ice water and how we're in Chicago. So you know how every year there's this jumping into the lake and everybody in that cold water.
The polar plunge.
Listen, I'm always like, them folks is crazy. But what I have found out is taking a cold shower or bath at least 2 to 3 times a week, it alkalines your body. And when I mean alkaline, it is a lot of those people that it changes your organs. It changes the dynamic of your organs. So the tips that I just gave you about cold water or drinking it at different times are optimal because that cold water actually helps to do things internally to your internal organs to alkaline them. When your organs are alkaline, when your body is alkaline, you do not suffer from colds and flus and illness as much as some that do not, believe it or not. So those are some of the benefits for that. That's my first tip. Tip number 2. The next one, we want to talk about natural painkillers. All right. Things that you already have. And I've got a little cheat sheet because I don't want to miss anything. Natural painkillers in your kitchen. Garlic erases earaches, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep. Ginger is very good for muscle and joint pain. So put it in your food. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. You can cure a toothache with cloves.
Yes, you can. Yes.
I never knew that. And I was just like, this is really great. You can relax muscles and pain with peppermint. So when you were talking about today was tea day, I went and grabbed my peppermint infused cannabis tea because I know it's gonna help me with muscle and joint pain. And it's cold outside, and that's what some of those effects are. You need that, right?
Right.
You can, let's see, oatmeal. Oatmeal is very good. Us women that deal with endometrial pain, it is an elixir for that.
So wait, we got a question. Oatmeal cooked or oatmeal bathed in it, or what? How should they do with that oatmeal? Somebody just text me, huh?
You can eat it. Eating oatmeal, you can eat it and it'll help you with the endometriosis.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
I know a lot of us African American women suffer from that, and that's major for us. So yes.
Very good.
You can tame chronic pain. We all know this about turmeric.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is great. Okay. Let me tell you this last one. Give your back some TLC by eating some organic grapes.
Organic grapes?
Yes. They're an elixir for back pain.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So that's my next one. Now, the benefits, my third tip, the benefits of a dairy-free diet. It's the beginning of the year. Everyone that I know is pretty much doing some type of Daniel fast, or they're trying to get in touch with me about getting on board with meal prep and things of that nature. But one of the biggest things that we know we can eliminate easily is dairy, right?
Yes.
So some of the benefits of dairy-free diet, there's less bloating in your system. And if you know anything about fat, whenever you have a lot of bloating around the stomach muscle, that is the highest risk and cause of heart attacks for women carrying all that weight. And they, some people say, oh, I got a fupa. No, boo, you got a dupa, because in a minute it's going to take you out if we don't attend to it. So, now, I'm gonna be honest about the dupas, okay? So, so one of the other benefits of
I hate we can't go to commercial. I hate we can't go to commercial. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, ma'am.
Just do it.
Please, ma'am, go ahead.
Dairy-free diet, and you can improve your digestive system. You can have a better respiratory health. Because if you know, I don't know if you know anyone that they have issues as far as digestion with milk and dairy, period. Mm-hmm. And you wake up and you have a lot of mucus and you're like, what is this phlegm in my system? It's the dairy, because the enzymes that's attached to it, they don't release from our internal organs as quickly as other things may. And so that's one reason why it affects and clogs up your respiratory area. Okay. Letting go of milk and dairy products can help you with allergies, sensitivity reactions. Somebody say dupa.
Right, dupas. Finally, I'm done. I am done. We don't have to have a whole show on dupas one night. Right, we don't went from fupas to dupas. Okay, yes. Okay.
So those are some of the things. And also dairy-free diet, you can have clearer skin. I'm gonna tell you, I told you, I turned 48 yesterday, right? I did my 48 rounds around the solar system, right? Yes. However, I don't have any acne. I've never had the breakout, and even with all of the meds and stuff, because I know for a fact, one of the reasons I'm not a dairy person. I don't do sweets. I don't do dairy products. I just never really have. Right. I've always had an intolerance to them. So that's a good thing, because it's a benefit for us, right? So number 4, let me give you this mood booster. You got some stuff that you can, you might not have to worry about your Viagra, because we can do some natural stuff in case you can't get your pill. Okay, men, check on in.
Okay.
Natural mood boosters. Eat an apple, a green apple. Eat some dark chocolate. The antioxidants in there, amazing for mood boosting. Switch to a green tea. All right, I heard you said you was drinking your green tea.
Yeah.
Eat some magnesium-rich foods. Get some exercise, and my favorite one is laugh more. So we got to do more of that this year. We've had enough to cry and complain about. It is time for us to listen. This may be as good as it gets, and if it is, I'm gonna enjoy my moment. Right?
That's right.
Amen.
Shift of mental, and a lot of what's going on with us is up in here. So we got to start shifting that, even if the world around us doesn't shift. We are the catalyst for the change for us internally.
Yes, I agree.
Tip number 5, vitamin C rich foods. Real simple. You have them. If you don't, write your list out, go to pizza, grocery store, wherever you go. You need some broccoli, strawberries, kale, tomatoes, some citrus fruits. Papaya is very good. Peas, kiwi, bell peppers, and guava. Yes. All of those are extremely rich in vitamin C, or do your body really, really well. I'm gonna give you this. I have one tip to give you that, you know what, I'm gonna wait to the end. I'm gonna give you this salt tip first, because this last one, it might be a little extra for you. So let me tell you some of the benefits of changing the salt that you eat. Like I'm really big on no salt. I don't cook with salt. I ration out garlic pepper because I want to make sure the sodium levels are right, because I have clients that are trying to do so many different things on their journey, and I want to make sure that they're heart healthy, because I know salt is a contributor of diabetes just like sugar is. Okay. Mm-hmm. A lot of us don't know salt is a component in an issue. It's a twin to sugar. So we hear people say, oh, I got sugar diabetes. It's not just your sugar, it's salt too. So one of the things that you can, and I have two, one of the things, the toxic effects of sugar. Okay. I'm gonna give you that, and then I want to talk to you about salt. I'm going to read these off really quickly. Some of the negative effects of sugar: it speeds the aging process. It suppresses immunity. It disturbs your mineral balance, raises cholesterol and triglycerides, increased risk of Alzheimer's. Think about the people that you know that are suffering right now from that. Tooth decay, diabetes and hyperglycemia, weight gain, obesity, yeast infections, kidney disease, hyperactivity, depression, and anxiety is a problem, and it's sugar related. Several types of cancer, weakened eyesight. Just to think that cookie could mess with your eyes long term. You know what I mean? There's just something as simple as sugar. Osteoporosis, coronary heart disease, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, asthma, arthritis, gallstone, kidney stones, appendicitis, multiple sclerosis, decreased hormone growth, emphysema, fatty liver, constipation, headaches, and migraines. Who knew? So those are some of the things that happen with sugar. Now, let me tell you.
Wait a minute, because you done named so many things, and I'm like, damn. Yeah. So, but why is sugar so, everywhere we, oh my God, that really the information you gave out, I'm about to cry, because it's like, oh my God, but sugar's everywhere.
Sugar is everywhere. So what you have to do is make a concerted effort to either cook your own food, your fresh produce, your food. You got to start taking ownership of what you're putting in your mouth. You can't just say, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it, because what people don't even realize, when you go, for example, to a fast food joint, right, and you're getting something, yes, it's deep fried, the oil, the grease, the batter, that's sugar also. It's not just salt. Sugar is a part of that process. People don't even think about it. You go to Mickey D's and get you some good old French fries. Everybody, I got to get the French fries are sent to them frozen in sugar. And then when they get them, then they dip them in grease. So now you got salt and sugar. And yes, it's addictive, but look at everything else that it's doing. And we, as consumers, we go for what is quick and not what is always wise, because we're just trying to satiate and get over that feeling.
Right. I'm guilty.
Things long term are hurting our people. And so I'm really a big advocate about, I'm trying to help us not look sick, not feel sick, not get to an early grave. We got all of this, I heard you guys talking about it. Omarion came on and said something about it. He wasn't the cause of it. I call it the B2K. We got so much cancer. Yep, feeds off sugar too. Absolutely. That was one of the things. So you're right. But we have so many things that are going on right now in our world. And I tell people in my lives all the time, you don't need a doctor until you failed yourself doing what you should be doing every day. You never need an emergency room unless you have hurt yourself doing something you should not have done. So a lot of this illness that's going on, variant, I don't care, deceptic, I don't care what it is. You don't even have to worry about it if you get your immune system to a level that it has some type of barrier. So it's like, wait a minute, don't come with that. No, I can't get sick. And then not only that, you have to learn how to be so in tune with your system, with your body, that when you walk in an environment, you can feel like, you know what, somebody's sick, something ain't right. If there is a texture to illness, and if you start to learn how to get yourself healed, work on your own personal immune system, you will know when you walk into a space whether you're going to be sick tomorrow or not. But that's because you have certain things you need to do as a regimen. And I'm going to talk to you about salt, but because I'm talking about regimen, let me tell you some of the things that I do. Just because we talked about things that you might have in your cabinet. Let me talk about what you can add to your cabinet. These are things that I do on a regular basis. And I don't, like I said initially, I mean, I get as much water in as I like to every day. That is my journey for 2022. But I don't care what I'm drinking, even if it's tequila. I'm going to put some mullein leaf in my drinks. I do mullein.
Wait, what is that, darling? What is it?
So I do mullein. I do rapid immune boost drops. I'm gonna show you the mullein again. I'm sorry. Okay. This is for your lungs. This helps to scrape. That's the best way for me to say it. It cleans your lungs completely. Mullein leaf. Okay. You can get it in drops. I do rapid immune boost, right? I also have a lung expectorant. Okay. Again, for lungs. And then something that we ignore, but our forefathers and ancestors, they used to do this all the time. Not just garlic, but I'm big on oregano.
Okay.
Okay. So those are some of the things that I use that are over the counter, as well as my elderberry, vitamin D, my vitamin C, my zinc. Okay. I do a lot of those. And I'm saying that to you because while we're all trying to understand our current life and our current world, there are so many simple things that we could be doing to build up our immune system on our own, outside of if a shot or not. I personally cannot do anything synthetic. I can't do the shot. I'm not against anyone that does, but I already have extremely weakened white blood cells, and introducing something synthetic to it can kill off more. I don't need that, because I'm making sure that every single day I fortify my immune system with what I'm eating, right? Green leafy vegetables. I eat my protein. I get something alive in my system every day. Alive is a salad. Alive is salmon. Alive is something that was breathing at one point. Alive is not fried. It's not deep fried. It's not Polish. It's none of those things. It's not, and that's what we as a people need to start doing. We need to start learning how to put in our body, since our bodies are alive things, because alive and alive work. It's hard for us. So that brings me to my one of the last tips. I want to talk about salt, because I know Art and I talked about salt, and that was one of the things that he wanted to address. And then I'm going to go back and finish off with colonics, so we can get that shit out.
Baby, I feel like Auntie done spanked us all tonight. She done right. I'm gonna need a shower after this segment. I'm gonna need a shower because, baby, you done ripped us all in shreds. Okay.
I tell people all the time, and it's Wellness Wednesday, so I always do a little thing on Wellness Wednesday, but a lot of us is full of crap, and it's the truth, and that's what's hurting our immune system. So let me talk to you about salt. Some of the benefits of, first of all, I want to tell you the difference between white table salt and Himalayan salt. Okay. White table salt, heavily processed, eliminates minerals, and usually contains an additive to prevent clumping in your system, right? It will increase your blood pressure. It's linked to osteoporosis. Excessive salt consumption has been linked to stomach cancer. Contains additives, iodine, which is not good for our heart. Too much iodine, you'll fool around and have a stroke and a heart attack like that. Rock salt is extracted through use of dynamite. Like, what am I doing with some salt y'all had to blow up to get to? Himalayan salt, let me tell you the difference. It's hand-mined in Himalayan mountains. Dynamite use, you can't use it to harvest it. It's naturally rich in iodine and 80 minerals and elements, which can create an electrolyte balance, regulate water content, balance your pH and acidity, prevent muscle cramping, aid in proper metabolism functioning. It strengthens bones, lowers blood pressure, help with the intestines to absorb nutrients. It improves circulation, prevents goiters, and dissolves and eliminates sediment to remove toxins. Okay. It may support libido and reduce the signs of aging and detoxify the body of heavy metals. So those are some of the differences from white salt to Himalayan salt. Again, I say you don't need none of it, because foods, when you're eating appropriate fresh produce, you want to taste the flavor. And what I'm learning is so many people are addicted to condiments. They don't even know what real bell peppers taste like grilled on a fire. All they know is hot sauce, red sauce, this sauce, that sauce. And so the goal is that learning when we need to increase and help our metabolism, it comes from what's naturally already here and not the extra stuff. I have a lot of clients that are vegetarians. I can rock with them. I'm nervous sometimes with my vegan clients because some of them are addicted to whatever they use to make to taste like something else. And I'm like, but everything that they're putting in it is all of that natural. You have to be careful. Because sometimes when we have to create and put stuff together to make it taste like something, then we lose some of the raw benefits of it.
Right.
And we're just as bad. That's why you see a lot of vegans that's huge. It's because they're still having, they're still doing the same thing, eating fast food, vegan. So you got to be careful, and fresh produce is everything. So last but not least, I'm talking about colon cleansing. I go twice a year. I know sometimes we've all called our friends and said, you full of this. Listen, it's so much toxins. And sometimes we carrying 10 to 20 pounds of dead weight in our colon. Colons, when they're not clean, you see people with those dark circles under their eyes, their colon needs to be clean. That's not, Meemaw had that, and everybody in my family got dark circles. All y'all is full of crap, literally. And you need to detox. Okay, so I talk to people about, I've been getting colonics for 30 years. Yes, baby, they're very, very beneficial. So that's an awesome thing. You want to do everything you can, because here's the thing. While we're sitting at home, there are several things that our body is saying to us to say we need to be cleansed. And the signs that you need to be cleansed are you have sugar cravings, you got belly fat, that duper, you got constipation and bloating, you got gas. There's a difference between eating a lot of green leafy vegetables and having gas versus eating a lot of processed stuff and having gas. Let me be honest, we all grown. It smells different. Oof. There's a difference. So I always said, if you ever heard somebody say, girl, I got bad gas today, or I got good gas, there's a reason that that's what it's saying, is because there is a difference. If you got skin issues, low energy, bad breath, you food craving, processed stuff, you can't wait to get out of work to go through that drive-through, irritability and mood swings, you need a colonic, because those are all signs you need to cleanse. Mama might not be having cramps and on her cycle. Mama need to get the crap out. For real. Mm-hmm. So those are some of the things that I want to always talk to people about, because there's such a simple change. And I tell my clients, all I need you to do is make one change every day. That's just one. I'm not asking you to do all of it, but just one. Because if I could just get you to increase your water, if I could get you to laugh more, if I could get you to get rid of the salt, get rid of the cream in that coffee, and learn if you like coffee or do you like cream, figure that out. That's 20 pounds right there. If I can get you to get off the carbonated drinks, your stomach will go down. And I am a living witness and proof in the pudding. I started 2021 at 230 pounds just from teaching remotely at home and not doing a lot of movement. And when I left teaching and started doing my business full time, I had to really take ownership of my meal prep and get real. I started this year at 197. I promise you, I posted a video yesterday because my birthday twin is Mary J, and she has this song out, I Feel Amazing. Yeah, I really feel amazing. And I'm happy that I can be my own poster child for get your immune up, get the water in, start eating fresh food. Because I want to live, so I need to put stuff live in me, right?
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yeah, we love you so very much. Tell everybody how they can connect with you, find you. I put your website up there, but give everybody the lowdown, darling.
Takana'sKitchen.com. I am also the founder of Kana's Remedies, which I'm wearing my Kana's Remedies jacket tonight, where I do all things infused, cannabis infused. I also teach cannabis infusion. I help those children as well as elderly people that are special needs that have some type of things going on, because my goal is to get us off synthetic meds, right? So I have a host of young people that are on different spectrums, and I've been able to keep them from having to go through or to the meds. So that is my goal. If you want to get in touch with me, www.takanaskitchen.com. My phone number is 872-267-COOK, 872-267-2665. I have 2 logos. I know slogans. I know you told her about my last one. I'm waiting. So Kana's Remedies is a balm experience. And if you know about it, there's a balm in Gilead. There's a healing method. That's what Kana's Remedies is. It's a balm experience. But in Takana's Kitchen, I say all the time, you really should let me feed you, because I would love to.
Oh, we just love you. Kay Renee, what would you like to say to our guests?
Oh, Takana, we've had 2 master classes. I'm just kind of, I wrote some stuff. I took some notes.
Need a nap.
I know what I need
a
to
nap.
do.
Tonight's show done woke me out. I need a nap.
Okay. I just want to say thank you, Takana, for your authenticity. Thank you for your just enthusiasm. And thank you just for being real and living your purpose. So as I said, I'm getting that mullein and or some organic grapes. And you know, one thing I do drink water. I drink 2 liters of water a day. So
well, you good. I'm jealous. I got to get there, because that's not my jam. That's not my jam right now. I'm fine.
I love Fiji water, so that's what I try to get my water intake, because the one thing that one of my family members.
Water. No, I was gonna say I even have this black water. I have all kinds of water I've tried. Some work, some don't, but stick with it. It's amazing. It changes everything instantly.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Miss Chef Takana.
Thank you guys so much for having me. As always, I love you guys. Thank you.
Darling, we appreciate you so much. We'll have to have you back for Black History Month to talk to us about some of our favorite soul foods and how we can do things. Can we do that?
Absolutely can. Call me. You know, I can always talk about some yaya.
Oh, I love you, baby. I do. Thank you. Have a great night. Happy birthday.
Thank you
for the amazing information you share with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, go visit her website, cheftakana.com. That's cheftakana.com. Really do appreciate you. Love you much. Love you much. Love you merch. That's it, like that.
I love you merch.
Bye. See you later, baby. We love you. Bye. Oh, that was great. Ooh, honey, I need a nap.
Oh, yeah.
I need a nap. I need to curl. I can't even talk no more, because both of them ladies were amazing tonight. They both were absolutely amazing. They were. Well, let's do that. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge, and let's get on out of here tonight. Go right ahead. The floor is all yours, my dear.
Well, you know, it's Wise Words Wednesday, and the nugget is simply this: respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, loyalty is returned. #Life Lessons.
Oh my God. For more information about this amazing young lady, all you have to do is go to Karen'sNuggetsOfKnowledge.com, Karen'sNuggetsOfKnowledge.com. Everything you need to know about her and all the wise wisdom that she shares is located on her website. And for more information about yours truly, all you have to do is go to therealchatdaddy.com. Yes. There it is right there. therealchatdaddy.com. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you so much. If you've enjoyed tonight's show and want to see an encore performance, go to Facebook, YouTube, The Real Chat Daddy Show. Make sure you subscribe to each one of the pages. We've had a great time tonight. Both guests were just absolutely breathtaking. Yes, they were. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for watching tonight. We really do. Thank you to Takana, Judy. Is that Raimondo? Yes. Raimondo. Ursula. Let's see who else was here. Candace was here with us tonight. Debbie Green wasn't with us last night, but she came on later and made her comments. Wamelda, we appreciate you.
Janet Crawford,
Janet,
yes.
we
Marianne
love you as
Alda,
well.
yes.
Marianne, we appreciate you. Yes. We do all. Tamlin, thank you so much. Lolita, thank you, my love. We love you. Lolita, I'm still nibbling on some of your products. I am. Matter of fact, I got a funny story to talk about Lolita's product. I still had some of her product, and my friend last night, before we went to bed, had some of the product. Now, he didn't have a pinch of it. He, I guess, must absolutely. Last night, it was interesting. So when we got up this morning, I said, boy, did you have a nightmare? Or what was you dreaming about last night? Because you just was excited and clapping and dancing and just, it was all kind of stuff that went on. And mind you, we were asleep. He said, I ate a whole, I said, ain't nobody tell you to do that. Ain't nobody tell you to do that. Because I knew it was something going on. So Lolita, that was your fault last night. She talking about ha. I put it to you like this.
It was more
right. It was more than a pint. It was more than a pint. Do you understand me? Right. Thank you so much. Oh, there go Therese. We appreciate you. It was more than a pint. You understand me? Yes. He look, when first thing out my mouth this morning was like, hey, what was you dreaming about last night? Because I mean, it was just animated and
you eat her edibles. I'm telling you, when she says a pinch, y'all, she mean a pinch. Don't be taking no more than a pinch. I know.
No. She just put it up there. More than a pint. More than a pint. That's it. That's all you can have. But no, Greedy Bud had the whole damn thing. The whole damn thing.
That's so I just put it
to right. First thing out my mouth was like, and who was you talking to? Look, here I go. Who was you talking to last night? Who? Right. Wasn't me. All right. We love you guys so much. We'll see you Monday night, Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. We have a woman who's become a TikTok sensation, and as well as we'll talk about the life and times of Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank you guys so very much. We love you. Stay safe, stay warm, be careful with all this Omarian variant out there. I've had another COVID scare, but everything is fine. So, you just don't know what is going on. And, that's it. All right. So we'll talk to you guys on Monday. Be well, everybody. God bless and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll see you guys again real soon. Love you, Kay Renee. Talk to you guys later.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome